Berapa yang besar? Berapa? Guys, selamat malam. Malam Jumat.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. So it's down to business here. Messi. Nicely aimed pass. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. He's looking for the runner here. That's good vision. He's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, that's an inviting ball. And the shot! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And the shot! And that is wildly off target.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Gerrard gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. It's Messi. Pinches it off him. Mbappe. His interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lam. Vieira. And here's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. And Messi! That's a half-decent try.
Messi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Araujo. Played out to the right. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Look, it's a run defence.
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Del Piero really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Messi. Xavi Alonso. Bayer Leverkusen finding their passes. Costa Curta. That's been cut out, well played. Yeah. And it's Rijkaard.
Has been indicated.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Can he put it away? Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
To the staff room immediately.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Rijkaard.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And here's Mbappe. Bayer Leverkusen appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalled.
Can he finish?
Well, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like it was going to happen, and it has.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before the ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. There's the shot! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Mbappe, now the finish! He scores! And with that goal comes comfort! Bayer Leverkusen clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Bayer Leverkusen take a 2-goal lead and they could be caught out here. Now then, the ball's come loose. It's Xabi Alonso, and he's managed to get free. Messi. And here's the chance to counter. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. The pass is intercepted. Now it's Messi. And that is expertly dealt with. Messi. Araujo calmly anticipates.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Rudiger. Now it's Del Piero. Sports officials showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Maldini cuts out the pass. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Oh, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually
And we
unavoidable.
come to you now with a quick request for
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting...
Masih musim back 5 guys. Yang mau mabar silahkan komen dulu guys. Kalau nggak komen nggak mabar guys. Yang mau mabar komen dulu ya guys ya. Oke guys, yang mau mabar silahkan guys.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We have already started here. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicely aimed pass. Spread neatly. And it's Messi. He's played him through. That is good alertness.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's and the keeper couldn't hold it. And another try! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's picked his way through. You can just about hear the collective sigh there. They know they got away with one.
Oh, the manager might turn blue here any second. He's probably sounding it right now. get across it or overhit it. Perfection.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Yeah.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Could be danger here. Yeah. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi. Luis Suarez. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning.
Oh no, what has happened here? Brilliantly cut out. It's clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
He's had a shot! Costa Curta gets it clear. Maldini is there and he can get that clear. And the first half is done. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Peter, this is far from a lost cause. Yes, they've been hit once by a pacing opposition, but they've asserted more control and look capable.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Rummenigge. Now that's well seen too. Totti. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, played right into his path. He's through and all alone! Great hit! Better and better.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Maldini.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's shifting through the gears here. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Messi. Well read. Danger is averted. Del Piero. Oh, he's through the middle. Oh, that's fabulous. That has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Dapat
Done delicately. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Pullet. Platini. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Platini. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Messi. Mbappe. He's away. refuses to take the bait. That's really well manoeuvred. Rummenigge, interesting ball. Rummenigge! They've done it! Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect?
Minute has been indicated.
And here's Hullet. Across the foot. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was close.
Both sides playing their part in a great game of football.
A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Guys, yang mau mabar silahkan mabar guys. Jangan lupa di like, subscribe guys. Yang mau main silahkan main guys. Yang mau mabar silahkan mabar guys. Komen saja guys yang mau main guys. Kita lanjut revisi dulu guys. Kita putih aja guys ya guys ya. Kita punya pergantian Suarez lagi Bundesliga.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. We have already started here. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, perfectly measured that. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, he's found some space here. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Pity that because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Cafu calmly anticipates. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
have had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Short changes him with that pass. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Now it's Gnabry.
Oh, really well played.
And he's on his way! Got a shot away! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! About as smooth as it gets!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Rodri gets over and intercepts. Played back to the goalkeeper.
Vardiol.
Petit. Now it's Mbappe. And he skips past his man. Mbappe! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. He has given that the lot. Bang!
That was just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Gucci.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Del Piero. He's managed to get free. And he's heaved it away. He's only too happy to take that back. To Mbappe. And the finish! And right on half-time, that is telling. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Oh, has a goal! And again, good effort, and it is right on half-time. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix. In what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Guti. Now it's Gnabry. Alexander-Arnold. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Beckham.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Mbappe. Number 11, Francesco Totti. Coming on the field, number 13, Suarez. Number 14, Johan Cruyff.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's gone looking for safety. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Cruyff. Messi.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Cafu. Rodri cuts it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Now it's Canabri. Now it's Del Piero. Pass is just off target.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mbappe.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
That's a little off target. Oh, that's well spotted. Petit.
Messi really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
And he won. He's had it! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Number 15, Chiellini.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, all square with almost no time remaining. He's going for goal! And he's managed to get rid. And the number on the board is 3. And that's it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be.
Ganti posisi, guys. Oh, guys, yang mau mabar silahkan mabar, guys. Habis lawan gua tadi, Bang. Wah, berapa tadi? 2-2 ya. Mantap bang, GG. Mantap bang. Mantap, mantap, mantap. Ayo bang, follow bang, mabar-mabar kita nanti. Nanti kita mabar-mabar lagi. Di follow aja bang, nanti di ACC kita main lagi. Terima kasih bang sudah mau mampir bang. Jangan lupa di like ya. Jangan lupa juga di subscribe guys. Yang baru bergabung guys. Acazia mainnya GG. Untung bisa ajar dua-dua. Hai guys, semuanya. Donasi di sini, selamat malam.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you didn't just miss it, we are up and running already. That was very necessary. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That is a great pick out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Interesting ball. That looks a cracking ball.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philip Lahm.
What do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can
He's managed to get it all wrong.
Del Piero deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Nicked it back promptly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, delightful ball. And he was quick to react. And he's managed to get rid. It's gone for a throw-in. Tries to clear. And a glitch with the rangefinder there. And evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Cantona. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now, what about a counter-attack? It's Del Piero. He's reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tunisia with the corner. They're first. That's it!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. Caught offside that time. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Snuffed out the danger. There is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Referee's had a look. He's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So there was the first half.
Indonesia ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Indonesia head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Indonesia clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Rummenigge, well, saw that coming. That has been cut short. Perfectly measured that. He's shifting through the... Mbappe! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Modena are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. That's really well cleared. Fiddles it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
51,550.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Totti. Well, that's beautifully weighted. There's no flag. Big chance!
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Good alertness. Looks to go up and over. Keeper's ball. Chip through. And they win it back again. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Musiala, Rummenigge. That has been knocked clear.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's cleared it out of harm's
That
way.
was lovely, that. Oh, super ball. Indonesia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, it's come loose. Now there's a fine ball. Modena have it back and can go again. Eto gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Now it's Mbappe. He welcomes it in. Lam spots it and intercepts. Indonesia, moments now away from seeing this one out. Rummenigge tries a shot! It's it! They have stolen never the last!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether...
So that's it. It is all over. Nothing to separate the sides in the end, for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaint.
Gak jadi mana guys. Turun lagi guys. Halo semua yang bergabung, jangan lupa di like, subscribe nya guys. GG bang, mantep Eri. Nggak jadi menang gue. Wah, kemasukan di menit 92. 90 ya. Nggak jadi menang dong. Kasian amat, udah imbang terus. Nggak naik posisi. Mainnya GG bang Eri, mantap. Jangan lupa di subscribe bang, kita mabar lagi. Jangan lupa di follow juga biar bisa mabar. Nanti mau ada turnamen bang, jadi di subscribe aja bang, nanti ikut. Ini TikToknya lagi enggak sih, kemarin sih live sih ada TikToknya sih, cuman ini di YouTube aja bang. Oke guys, kita main lagi guys. Semoga kali ini menang guys. Dari tadi imbang dulu. Naik guys. Udah malam nih. Udah tidur kali.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Has a shot! And Chesney pulls Sensational save!
Indonesia would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Thuram. Thuram unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
That's just playing it safe and simple. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Still goalless at the moment. Tonali. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Rashford. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's picked his way through. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Corner it is.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely there. Certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Pedri gets it away. Inter Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that. That's it! The finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Rashford. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Out again for a throw-in. Adams tries to clear. Back in possession and ready to go again. Tonali. Thuram. Rashford. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break. The game remains goalless.
Stadium gate.
Reflections on the first half.
Indonesia may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
Tunisia head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight cagey game. Oh, he's been caught napping. And Dyke getting this one clear. Now it's Thuram. Gerrard. To Totti. Here's Mbappe. He's got the shot away.
Something thrilling, and it should send strength and courage to every one of his teammates from here.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
Kenapa bos? Kenapa lu bos? Kasih meninggal lu bos.
Indonesia have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Looking for the Thuram! Big chance!
Now it's a race for the ball.
The attendance for this match
Well,
was
it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Shot, it's Rashford! Really well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Mbappe! Great hit! Into the lead once more. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Substitution on the field. Number 24, Gerrard. Coming on the field is number 16, Quadri.
Inter Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
No, that was never going to make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, what a real chance! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Desperate defending required here.
Coming on to replace him is number 20. Johan Cruyff.
Olise, who's short. He's seen that early. He's the sixth sense. Cleared without complication. Dybala.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He's intervened well there. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Now it's Messi. That's clever. Cruyff! He's hit it first time.
Cruyff really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
Guardiol gathers from the goal kick. He's got a side of goal. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Tunisia proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way.
Bape. Oke guys. Mau mabar silahkan guys, kita buka room dulu guys. Yang mau mabar silahkan masuk guys. Open mabar guys, sambil di review guys. Parlemen aja. Pak. Ya guys, yang mau mabar guys, masuk. Kita mabar saja guys. Yang mau mabar silahkan masuk. Halo semua yang baru bergabung, jangan lupa di like, comment, subscribe guys. Selamat malam. No. Oke, terima kasih semua. Kok nggak di like ya guys? Guys, yang mau mawar silahkan guys. Selamat malam dan selamat bergabung guys. Kita main dan kita mabar saja guys.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared. Has a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Gnabry. That's been intercepted. Gnabry is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get digged out.
He was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserved them when they really needed it.
They played right into his path.
Oh, what a pass!
Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Showing good feet.
And Del Piero! In contact.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
And that could send him on its way. Oh, that's a key interception. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And that is as far as they're going to go. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gets his pass away. Beckenbauer.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's run loose here. The most accurate pass. Joelinton. Gnabry. There is the half-time whistle. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this. And at half-time, it's one each. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
Indonesia head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, one each, and the game right on edge. So we're into the second 45. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
It's Lampard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lampard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Indonesia can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lampard.
The attendance for this match was...
Oh, that's such a good run. Poor backwards.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we have our very first corner. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Jeremy Pino. And now they can clear their lines. Gerrard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's onto this, and he's lost his man here. Great chance! And the comeback is complete!
The goal
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
He's done it again. He's got his second. Tunisia making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That looks a cracking ball. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. He has found a way through.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's had it taken off him. He's Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Off he goes! And with that, the final whistle. Tunisia have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Del Piero claiming...
1767 guys. Sedikit lagi guys. Kita lancap lagi. Gas terus sampai divisi 1. Kita mabar lagi guys, karena nggak ada yang mabar, jadi kita push divisi guys. Kita push divisi ya.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Action has already started. The pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Indonesia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing.
He's got a side of goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Tunisia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Climbs up big! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 4.
2 rounds, the game's first significant moments. Messi! That would have been some goal.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge, and he rises to it.
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. He can get that clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Big chance, must be! He's got the shot away! A Wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Del Piero played with finesse. Cafu cuts out the pass. Martinez looks to get on the end of this. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, just and the shot! He's quick to get it clear again. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pirlo makes the interception. Konate gets over and intercepts. Rummenigge. And he was there to get a vital touch. Rummenigge is offering a right smile there. Thuram attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Cruyff. Great hit! They have their equaliser!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Messi. Oh, that's nice. Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, he's been caught napping. Maldini gets good distance on it. Good read, needed to be. Totti. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Nice control. He has found the way through. Great defending, strong and determined. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pass is just off target.
It will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposite. And Messi! There it is! Well, there was to be no other outcome. So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with...
And there's the end of the first half. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Indonesia head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. Here we go again.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. by the goalkeeper. Now it's Martinez.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around.
Now the finish! They've done it! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Indonesia take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win. Look, Del Piero! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Totti was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Played right into his path.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, Red, nice interception. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Messi tries a shot! Now who's going to be first to this? Decent hit! And that would have won it.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know.
Messi engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's through, now is he in? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
2 minutes has been indicated.
And play for a goal kick. Look at the space here. Rummenigge, Thuram did well to stay. And that will be the final act. Indonesia are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them.
And a
Messi
quick
picking
reminder
up the
today
Man
to
of the
please
Match
make
award,
all the
and no
notifications
surprise
located by
there.
the entrance gates. Thank you very
So
much.
what do you
for your
take away from it all,
cooperation.
Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Tidur gila. Jadi berisik banget. Masih warna. Divisi 2 kita main lagi. Selamat malam semua. Yang mau mabar komen saja guys. Jangan malu-malu. Jangan malu-malu guys. Mabar saja guys. Guys. Lebih menjanjikan guys. Jika big skiller guys. Big skiller kemana tidak ada muka.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. So it's down to business here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Always onto this. Great chance! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Mbappe.
Well timed, excellent interception.
Mbappe. That's good play from him. He's found a way through. Shot a goal!
Put himself on the line here. Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. He rises! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Can he finish? Colomboani. That's been intercepted. He read that really well and stopped it. Mendes gets it away. Defending of the desperate variety. Rafinha. Del Piero. Pirlo calmly anticipates. They look promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Rafinha. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decision.
Oh, what has happened here? Totti is going to be disappointed with that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And played right into his path. Now the finish! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Sticks it away! And with that goal comes comfort! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right when you're paying a visit to your net.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Mbappe, can he finish? With half time at hand. Perfect timing.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Colomboani. And we've reached half-time. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2 goals to 1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Indonesia,
Big chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
that was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Delicate chip through. That has been cut short. Mbappe! It's really well cleared. Brilliantly cut out. Cleared without complication. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Has a goal! Right back into it.
hope that that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Oh, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And he'll shoot here. That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pirlo cuts out the pass. Mbappe. Lovely feet. And the shot! Good, strong hand by the keeper.
Mendes.
Gets it clear.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Gerrard. Coming on to replace him is number 16, Rodri.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tunisia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pulisic, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and
the finish! That's a real chance missed.
well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Oh, easy pickings there. He won't be happy with that one. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Thuram getting this one clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And out it comes again. Pulisic does really well to win the ball there.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. He's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Rivaldo. 4 added minutes on the board. That was not proper. And that has been plucked away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. Both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Mbappe claiming the man of the match award.
And there is very little room for argument.
I'd like to ask you all to kindly stay seated
What
during
are your
the
thoughts
match.
on today's game then, Jim? Listen, the more...
Jadi imbang, guys. Cara tutup lagi. Kok muter-muter, guys?
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Bergkamp. It's one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Del Piero is on his own. And he's quick to get it clear again. He's got space. He's got the shot away. De Bruyne. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Del Piero. And Del Piero! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And he's picked out the run. And that is expertly dealt with. And that was very necessary. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Oh, terrible pass. He's one on the shot. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he's intervened well there. And he was quick to react. Just eases him off the ball. Totti tries a shot. The referee has his flag raised for offside. That is a great pick out.
Has been indicated.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Mbappe. No way through there. There is the half-time whistle.
Indonesia are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They have a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Indonesia sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That was good alertness. Mbappe. Cafu. And it's De Bruyne. Bergkamp looking to get on the end of this. Guardiola always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Mbappe looking to run onto it. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Nicely intercepted. Chouameni, Bastoni. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Mbappe. He's in plenty of space here. De Bruyne. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He can get that clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That's been cut out, well played.
Indonesia couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Neatly clipped into space. Oh, important interception. Oh, here's a chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
Now it's Bergkamp.
Barcelona seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Mbappe. Always onto this. Stoichkov. De Bruyne. Has a goal! It's in! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
Minutes is number 8.
We have got ourselves a game here. He's done very well to get to that.
Coming on the field.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Number 16, Rodri.
That makes a decent ball. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And we're done. Indonesia proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Del Piero taking in the accolades, having been made man of the match. And deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it was engaging, if not an edge of your seat encounter, and importantly, it offered the right result.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Mantap guys. dingin sekali, guys. Satu kali menang lagi, guys. Divisi 1. Satu kali menang lagi divisi 1, guys. Kita mabar sih. Ada mabar kah? Satu kali menang divisi 1, guys. Mantap. Dinginan ya. Merah.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Oh, easy pickings there. And that interception was most necessary.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter. But with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free.
It's one! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Up he goes! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehand behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's going to be disappointed with that. Costa Curta. His interception, his positioning was spot on. Goalkeeper's ball. That's been cut out, well played. Moved on forwards. Oh, that's well spotted. He's only too happy to take that back. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Mbappe. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Adams with the clearance. Out of play for a goal kick.
Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. David Villa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Maradona. Totti. Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's found a way through. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Costa Curta getting this one clear. Costa Curta. Totti. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
1 minute added time.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean,
You want just the goalkeeper's a real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's taking no chances there. And that's been intercepted.
that was well played, well stopped.
Hoisted in. Del Piero looking to run onto it. And he can clear it away. Thuram gets over and intercepts. David Villa. David Villa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looks to go up and over. And through to the goalkeeper. 60 minutes played.
This match was 70,900.
Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. He's one-on-one! Oh, his chance! And he's certainly got what he had in mind.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Costa Curta. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Can he finish? Oh, that wasn't far away. On another about the two then? Messi plays it short. Adams! A real chance and a real let-off. Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to. Well, see, saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good for him.
That's been intercepted. He's gone looking for safety. That is pretty much the end of that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now they can clear their lines. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, there's a probing ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he's managed to get done. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Alessandro Del Piero.
Tunisia with the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Number 5.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Number 24.
Ball is over the line.
Gerard. Coming on the field. Number 19. Hernandez. Number 16. Rodri.
Neymar.
Substitution on the field. Number 22. Francesco Totti.
And the finish!
Replace him is
Their
number
attempt,
20.
just the wrong outcome.
Johan Cruyff.
Messi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. There's the clearance. And the referee brings it to a close. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the
Hasil pertandingan, Bang. Hasil pertandingan tuh. Menang ini yang Kuena ya. Nih ada Sinar Jayanti. Ada nih. Kena 245. Ini kan? Ya, nih saya kirim permintaan teman tuh, dikonfirmasi ya. Tuh. Nanti kita mabar lagi. Iya tuh. Tuh. Satu 21 22 13 12 21 menang terus ya guys ya. Kita sekali lagi divisi 1 guys. Kita gas lagi. Mudah-mudahan menang guys, biar divisi 1 lagi. Biar bisa tidur nyenyak. Sinar Jayanti udah saya minta pertemanan tuh di fallback. Jangan lupa di subscribe ya, yang baru bergabung. Yang mau mabar silahkan komen saja, nanti saya bikin ROM. Iya sih, pada bilangnya udah grogi duluan sebelum main. Cadangannya juga nggak kaleng-kaleng. Sama ITU. Saya lagi suka blitz cooler. Makanya blitz baru main.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now they go that south. Well, if you didn't just miss it, they are up and running already. Threads one in. And it's Totti. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Kamada gets over and intercepts. Nicely aimed pass. Rodrigo. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Ball has bounced loose now. Neuer hunts it upfield. And he's intervened well there. So it is still 0-0. Fiddles it through. Now it's Mbappe. And he's running through. They're urging him to shoot. He's had a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Bastoni deals with that comfortably. Bayer Leverkusen have it back and can go again. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's let fly. That is decidedly lacking.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Thuram picks it up from the goal kick. And that is as far as they're going to go. Rodrigo. He's looking wide. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game was full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Mbappe. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Quality ball. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe. Rodrigo. An instinctive delivery. Pirlo tries to clear. In a hurry. The referee brings the first half to a close. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal. They're certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0.
And we are already promptly back underway.
0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Tries to get it clear. Caicedo. Del Piero. Now it's Messi. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And it's Del Piero. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Now it's Mbappe. He can run onto that. Now it's Rodrigo. And he's heaved it away. That's been won straight back.
649.
Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Totti. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Mbappe shapes to shoot. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Number 10, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Substitution on the field. Number 10, Messi.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Del Piero.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Real chance! And this is getting better and better. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager.
And the shot! And surely that settles it. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And yes, it's him again.
Baru masuk surrender, guys. Bambang Rume masuk langsung surrender. Alah, nyerah. Iya, Bambang Rume ngegolin 2 langsung surrender. Sisi 1, guys. Bambang Rume masuk langsung surrender. Peringkat 21, guys. Surrender aja ya. Ini nggak mampu dia kali guys, makanya surrender. Sudah malam begini masih ada yang mau mabar kan? Ayo guys, katanya mau mabar, lagi enak lihat rumah malah nyerah. Iya, baru masuk ke golin 2 gak tuh. Emang nggak punya Sinar Jayanti, punya rumah enggak? Rumah ini punya nggak? Dapat hadiah tuh. Punya rumah enggak? Agak bang, bansos semua. Waduh, sayang sekali nggak punya. Enteng banget dia, lari ke depan terus. Kadang main itu bosen guys, makanya jarang dipakai tuh. Banyak banget tuh. Nih, kalau bisa dibagi tuh. Ini nggak dipakai semua tuh. Tuh guys, yang nggak dipakai. Kalau bisa dikirim nih, saya kirimin nih. Tuh nggak dipakai semua tuh. Guys, yang nggak dipakai tuh banyak banget itu kalau dibagiin tuh pada mau nggak tuh. Suruh Konami bisa transfer pemain tuh. Iya nih, kalau boleh minta Konami nih, boleh transfer pemain, saya kasih ini. Kiper aja banyak tuh guys. Bang Dodo juga ada tuh. Bang Dodo. Bang Dodo aja ada tuh guys. Meledak-ledak. Banyak tuh guys tuh. Cek. Nanti nunggu Konami ya. Konami suruh ini guys, suruh kasih bisa transfer dari teman ke teman. Enak kali ya kalau bisa ngasih-ngasih. Ini Suarez yang ini saya dapat 100 ada tuh pas live lagi. Suarez ini cuma 100 koin guys, hoki seumur hidup. Suarez hoki 100 koin dapat broken. Ada di live tuh, pas baru live gacha 100 koin langsung dapet. Ada tuh videonya. Udah ya, mantap itu ya, win streak ya. Tergantung guys, kadang lawannya lebih pro player, susah kalau divisi. Kalau win streak di divisi 43 itu pasti win streak itu. Cuma kalau divisi 1 enggak ini, nggak bisa mungkirin, kadang kalah guys. Tiba-tiba aja jago musuh. Kita ganti pemain apa ini guys yang masukin ini aja ya. Beckham tuh guys, Beckhamnya nggak gratis, beli tuh. Iya, kadang lawan yang pemain jelek aja bisa menang dia, kita susahan. Aneh kadang saya pernah lawan pemain standar masa kalah, rasanya kayak ngelawan ini epic berat. Kadang lucu itu yang namanya nge-cheat kali ya, pemain standar berat banget dilawan, kadang suka begitu tau guys. Ayo guys, ada yang mau mabar nggak nih? Masa nggak ada yang masuk nih? Ayo dong masuk, biasanya ramai mabar bang, mabar. Oh mau kerja, oke. Tanggal merah kan, oh, tadi ya tanggal merah ya, aturan mah tanggal merah guys. Tanggal kejepit nggak usah kerja lah, Senin aja kerjanya. Itu ada 200 koin guys. Ini udah jam 1 ya, kita gacha yuk, siapa tahu dapet tuh saleba, gacha saleba gitu guys, pakai trik-trik. Kalau sudah jam 1 kita gacha guys, coba guys kita gacha kalau udah jam 1. Oke, terima kasih Sinar Jayanti Fadila. Besok lagi mampir ya, jangan lupa di subscribe. Kita main besok, kita saling belajar. Di sini nggak ada yang jago Konami, jago bohongin. Yang jago Konami nih, jago pinterin biar gacha. Dasar Konami doang yang jago. Terima kasih banyak. Ada yang mau mabar kah? Biasanya orang-orang Arab tuh pada mau masuk aja nih, yang komennya Inggris, komennya Arab, biasanya pada masuk. Ada yang mau mabar kah? Kalau nggak ada kita gacha guys, gacha yuk. Kayaknya nggak ada yang masuk, kita gacha guys, siapa tahu dapet. Kita keluar dulu sini, pilih apa guys, pilih sepatu apa ini aja nih guys, banyak ini lah. Kita gacha guys, kita kesini, kita lihat semua, kita pakai trik ini. 1 2 3 1 2 ya, Kembali guys. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Kita ada 2 kali guys, kita batal 2 kali. 1 2. Kita gacha ya guys ya. 1 2 3. Ternyata kita busing guys, nggak dapat apa-apaan guys. Katanya jam 1 bisa dapat ya guys ya. Dapatnya pemain bintang 4 guys. Kita relock dulu. Nanti kita masuk lagi. Kita dari sini guys. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Ini batal 3 kali. 1 2 3. Kita tinggal gacha ya guys ya. 1 2 3. Gas. Dapat guys, Saleba dapat guys, Saleba. Hoki tiada tara. Saleba guys. Saleba 100 koin dapat Saleba guys. 100 koin dapat Saleba jam 1 ya guys ya. Jam 1 malam. Jam 1 malam dapat Saleba. Jam 1 malam kita gacha dapat Saleba guys. 100 koin dapat Saleba. Cheers. Yes, 100 koin dapat Saleba guys. Back terkuat di bumi. Yes. Yeah. Mantap nih guys, bisa duet sama Turam. Dapat Saleba guys. Yuhu. 100 koin. Gacha jam 100 malam. Jam 2.39. Oke guys. 100 koin. Triknya 3 100 koinnya batal 3 kali guys. 100 koinnya juga batal 3 kali. Triknya dari Saleba ke Farfrede ke Konde 33, terus 100 koin batal 3 kali juga. Keempatnya gacha tapi dihitung 1 2 3 gacha gitu guys. Dapat meledak bar. Saleba dong, senggol dong. 100 koin guys, dapat saleba pas live. 100 koin guys. 100 koin nih guys, dapat saleba nih guys. Gacha 100 koin nih guys. Mantap. 100 koin dapat Konami bercanda ini guys. Konami bercanda apa enggak sih guys? Kok bisa dapat ya guys ya? Mantap kan guys. 100 koin nih bos, senggol dong. 100 koin. Seratus koin guys. 100 koin guys, dapet. Mantap guys, 100 koin guys. 100 koin guys, dapat saleba. Dapat saleba dengan 100 koin doang guys. Dapat saleba guys. 100 koin. 100 koin dapat saleba. Wah, mantap bang. Iya betul guys. Betul, sangat betul sekali guys. 100 koin dapat William Saliba, back terkuat di bumi guys. Mantap jiwa. Hoki parah guys. Lanjutkan, kita cek. Apa nggak mantap guys. Set. 100 koin dapat saleba. Mantap nggak tuh? guys. Kita kembali lagi guys. 55. Pencuri bola. Saliba kita gembok, terhilang lagi. Erik Eder kita jual juga biar dapat itu guys. Ini jual juga. Udah jual juga, nggak jelas. Sarela juga jual, maklok nggak jelas. Kita jualin saja guys. Mantap guys, kita dapat pemain yang sangat diincar. 100 koin doang Saliba dapat guys. Saliba kita dapat guys. Delapan 3 guys. semua yang masih bergabung malam-malam. Kita sudah divisi 1. Kita dapat saleba 100 koin, guys. Lagi live dapat. Mantap jiwa, guys. Kita live nya sudah dulu, guys. Sudah malam, sudah hampir 3 jam. Sudah dapat saleba, guys. 100 koin. Dapat saleba. Ya, guys. Terima kasih semua. Udah dulu ya, guys. Wassalamualaikum.